Pipe the F down.
That'll be the title of the episode.
There it is. Like it's. No, I need 30. I need 45 seconds.
Okay. Well, floor's yours. If you need to get it out.
We are the Ohio State University Buckeyes. We bleed scarlet and gray. Since 2000, you have seen your program go to 5 national championships and win 2 of them, while other programs haven't had an outright title since 1948. We don't have to name them. You guys.
You just named them.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't help myself.
Look out now. The sideline. Forget about it. This baby's over.
Oh, my goodness. One man. Goodbye. Hello, Heisman.
And most especially in 310 days in Ann Arbor, Michigan, on the football field.
Another block. One more. Touchdown. No flag.
Samuel cuts it back. Ohio State wins.
Here's the run again. Donovan Edwards. Whoa! Can they catch him? No! Donovan Edwards again. The down.
Alrighty. Welcome back to another episode. I don't even know what number episode it is. Do you know what number episode it is, Garrison?
I want to say 36, but 30, I think we're wrong.
I think you're a couple shy.
I might be a couple shy. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Whatever it is, it is. What a weekend it was for a multitude of reasons. Championship week.
Yeah.
But then, of course, leading into the absolute utter chaos that came on Sunday morning. First of all, do you like my new sweatshirt?
Dude, listen. No, I don't.
Look at that. Look at that.
Pretty ugly, man.
That's art.
Bryce, I told you, that making him that pasty has got to be a little racist. I don't like how you do that.
He's going to the NFL. It's fine. Doesn't matter. All right, let's dive in. I know we talked on a list. We didn't really mention the Big Ten championship. It ain't really worth mentioning. I don't know if I'm sure you have some condescending comments to make about a lackluster offensive performance. Wow, that was a mouthful. Condescending comments to make about a lackluster performance.
You handled that very well. That was impressive.
I have notes here, but honestly, I don't really think there's anything else to talk about. It's Iowa. Good. Anything you got to add to that?
Your defense did what it was supposed to do. Your offense looked like crap.
The offense looked absolutely out of sync between JJ missing some passes, Colston, and
I can't believe he dropped
AJ Barner.
That was a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a touchdown. AJ Barner had a big third down conversion drop. Max Bredesen was missing blocks he doesn't miss. Donovan Edwards looked like he had too much fun at the Pistons game the couple nights prior.
That boy was drunk.
He allegedly. But he looked like he was. It might have been somewhere else.
He had a good time, man.
Roman Wilson was missing blocks on the run, which he's normally a pretty good run blocker. Obviously, there's a weird offensive game. Thank goodness Iowa doesn't have a pulse for an offense. Defense was, of course, legit, but I don't know if I can even say that, how bad Iowa's offense is.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. But I guess when we talk, the only thing I would say is this is the only thing I'll talk to you about. I'll say something about. We don't have to stay here long at all. I really don't care too.
Okay.
Do you know in the last 7 games, so in the second half of the season, do you know how many yards per carry Blake Corum is averaging?
I don't know. In the second half of the season, how many yards per carry is averaging?
So not the first 6 games, it's the last 7.
Okay. What is it?
I think he's averaging like 3.6.
Okay.
So I just want to put that out there and food for thought as we talk about as we get closer to the Alabama game. But
okay, that's fair. It's good. That's an interesting thought. We'll talk more about that here.
I put most of the blame on it. No, I don't. Look, Iowa sucks. There we go.
Iowa sucks. I don't know what I was expecting with the trophy ceremony. I think deep down, I wanted a WWE cage match type brawl between Petiti and Harbaugh. I think anything less than that, I was just going to be disappointed. Didn't get it.
That's under Petiti's pay grade, Bryce.
But when's the last time a commissioner has never said a word on stage in a trophy ceremony? He's a TV guy. Like, he's an entertainer. He knows that entertainment's important.
No, he's not, Bryce. That guy is a money guy. He's there to generate dollars for the Big Ten, and he's doing it very well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Petiti.
Boy, I think half of our audience would disagree with that statement. But Alex Drain, I don't know who this guy is, but he had a good tweet. The complete coward who outsources leadership and then opted to hide and sprint off stage from one tangible role in the football season he had. Empty suit if I've ever seen one. I thought that was a very great tweet, apt description of what happened. So thank you, Alex.
And that coward is going to go home to his $1 million mansion, get in the hot tub, and have a good glass of wine while you do God knows what.
Well, so's Harbaugh.
No, he's
all right.
A glass of milk.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. All right. Well, let's talk about then the real interesting stuff. So the CFP rankings, there's never been a more anticipated ranking release. I think the next closest was probably the first one. Not just because you guys snuck in, but just because it was the first one.
We didn't sneak in
2014.
We didn't sneak in that. And we're gonna get, and we're gonna get to that. We talk about Florida State, but keep going.
Yeah,
get to that.
Yeah, the Florida State. A couple things. So Florida State was number 4 going in, right? Mm-hmm. Florida State was on the brink of going 13-0, winning a conference championship.
Yep.
Then it went Oregon at 5, and then Ohio State at 6, Texas at 7, Alabama at 8.
Yes.
Alabama and Texas both jumped 4 spots as a result of this weekend. Lots to talk about.
Which is insane.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. If you were to ask me on Friday if I would have thought Georgia losing meant they were out, that thought never came across my mind. I thought for sure Georgia was in.
I told you they should be out.
You said it. I was shocked that became a reality.
What it was funny. I said this to a lot of people, and when I said this P word, people thought I was just crazy for saying this. I said the precedent has already been set, and it was with Ohio State. They were the number 2 team in the nation, lost to the number 3 team in the nation.
Oh,
they dropped 4 spots. They dropped 4 spots.
Yep, that's a great point.
And I was like, hey, their resume is pretty even to Georgia's. If you're in Ohio State lost to the number 3 team in the nation, you're losing to a one-loss team and the number 8 team in the nation. Why would you be ranked in why would you be in the Final Four?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a great point.
I wasn't surprised by that. I wasn't be. You know what, Bryce? Excuse me.
Go for it.
I'm about to give myself flowers.
Okay. Oh boy.
Well, first we're gonna start with. Well, I already gave myself 1 rose right there for the Georgia comment. I also, we actually caught some flack for having Florida in our first ranking. We have Florida State at like number 7 in the nation. We did. We had a phone call about it, and that was when Jordan Travis wasn't injured. We weren't really impressed by them. We said, whatever. And now, I told people, I said, do I think Florida? At first, I said Florida State should probably be at number 4 in the nation, Texas at number 3. And as I had a conversation with a friend of mine, I said, you know what? No. You look like crap against Florida. Everyone said, they beat 2 SEC. That's 2 SEC teams. That's a 5-7 Florida team. They're not going bowling. They're sitting at home. They ain't going nowhere. Then you bring up that Louisville game. Louisville would be a double-digit underdog to Bama, Ohio State, Michigan, Washington, Oregon, and Texas. They would. And you went out there, your defense played out. That defense is nice. That defense is really good over in Tallahassee.
Mm-hmm.
Your offense put up 219 yards. Your quarterback, I think, went 8 for 30. You went 2 for 16 on 3rd down.
Yep.
Clearly, you are not the same team that you were weeks prior. And if that is the case, then why you should not be in? Because clearly you are not a top 4 team. And then people keep saying, well, Ohio State, when they had their third string quarterback, they got in 59-0.
That's the difference right there.
59-0.
If Florida State puts up 59, if Florida State puts up 35 points, 35-3, they're in, right? Yeah.
Yep. And I just don't see where people believe. And actually, it is mostly your fan base. I think a lot of it comes from fear. And when I say fear, I don't mean, when people say like the fear of God, a lot of people misinterpret that means to have reverence and respect for. I think a lot of people in the Michigan fan base fear Bama being at number 4. And I don't blame you. Last year when Ohio State got the number 4 against Georgia, people were, like Mike Valenti was talking about it, and I heard talk to Georgia fans about it. They said Ohio State shouldn't be at 4; they should be at 3, but they're not going to do that, of course.
With Michigan there, yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, I think everything about. I would have had Washington at 1 because I don't think you get to. The only reason, Bryce, because that was a porous offensive performance you guys put up. I'm not saying Iowa's defense isn't good. We all know Iowa's defense is good, but I thought that performance by you guys was very lackluster. JJ didn't look good. He should have thrown 2 picks in that game. So,
1 pick for sure. 2 maybe.
The other one maybe.
Wait, so you're basing the number 1 ranking off of the one game?
That and because I think Washington beating Oregon twice is just insane.
What about almost losing to teams like Arizona State, struggling with Washington State?
I don't know. You almost lost to Maryland.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it was that close.
You had 11 non-offensive points to win by 7.
Yeah, going into Ohio, I think there's more to that story.
And mind you, they blasted Oregon in that game. That score was not indicative of how wide that game was.
Oh, Washington, Oregon. Yeah, Washington should have gone up 20. Was it 21-3 or 21-7 at some point?
They were killing them. That's the only reason why. But I'm not mad at Michigan being 1. I'm not. I think the rankings are perfect how they are.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good. So we'll go back. We'll keep talking about this, but go back to Florida State. Mm-hmm. Question for you, because I agree with pretty much everything you're saying. Was Florida State the most deserving? Sure. But were they the best? No. Weren't the best.
I don't think they're deserving.
I think if you want to judge what's deserving or who's deserving and who's not, going 13-0 win your Power 5 conference championship would technically make you deserving.
There's no bylaw that says.
I know.
13-0, you're in.
I know. I'm just trying to think about it. Okay, from you would think if you start the season and you're Florida State and you win the ACC and go undefeated, you would just think you're automatically in.
Yeah.
So, but I do think Alabama. Honestly, Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, they're all better. And I don't like, maybe I'll disagree with you here. I don't like putting people in the playoff based off of spreads. I don't like that because I don't think that's always indicative of what's going to happen either. So, but let me ask you, if the roles were reversed, if Alabama was undefeated and they were down to their third string quarterback, we're talking about that Notre Dame transfer quarterback coming in. And then you had Florida State who lost to Texas and they just knocked off, a good Clemson team in the ACC championship. Do you think Alabama gets in? The roles are reversed?
I don't think Alabama looks that crappy. And actually, Bryce, here's the truth of the matter. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw this in the transfer report about Tyler Buckner.
He's playing lacrosse. I want to ask you about the transfer portal here in a bit too.
Yeah, no, that's. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Trust me. I don't think Bama beats Georgia. If that's the case.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying if you just
hypothetically
flipped them, but you had the one brand, the brands flipping, same situations, but brands flipping, and it was an SEC versus ACC.
Florida State gets said.
I think so too. So when we answer it that way, then I get a little upset for Florida State. And of course, me being a Michigan fan, I'd much rather see a third string or second string quarterback Florida State than I would see Alabama. But I'm saying take that out of it. I do think they got hosed from that perspective. But you look at strength of schedule.
Currently as constructed, you are not a top 10 team as currently constructed. You're not.
Yeah.
I think Penn State beats you, like how you're currently constructed.
Yeah. And that's tough because that's subjective.
It is.
It's hard.
It is, but we're watching these games. Louisville's not a good defense. He had 219 yards.
Yeah. Not a good showing. They had an opportunity and they blew it. So, All right. So we like the rest. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Bryce. Go ahead.
So we like the rest of the CFP. I agree. I think it is a good playoff. I mean, as everyone else is saying, we could use an 8-team, we could use a 12-team playoff right now, just with all the talent. Between you and I, we'll turn off the cameras here. Between you and I think Ohio State is one of the best teams in the country still.
Bryce, yeah, we can cut this out, Bryce. I heard a Michigan fan say this on a Michigan show, and he said, Michigan fan, he says,
give him a shout out. Who is this?
It was on Bryce, no, we're gonna keep this in here. No, we're gonna keep this in here.
No, we're gonna keep it.
Were you joking? Okay, cool.
No, we can keep it in.
I was listening to Johnny Olden. He has one of those he has one of the biggest Michigan platforms that like on YouTube. I've been listening to him actually for a few years now. I think he's a great listener, Bryce. I'll have to listen to you sometime. So shout out to you, Johnny. Yeah, caller called on there, Bryce, and he said, I think Ohio State beating Washington, Alabama, and Texas. And, a lot of people, I think, are judging Ohio State based off of, in the last 3 years, and I understand this, and I don't think it's wrong at all, based off the Michigan game.
Yep.
This year, we lost to you by 6 on the road.
Yep.
I know what people think about Kyle McCord. I understand that. I don't think we're losing to Washington or Texas. I don't think. I think Bama can play. I think Bama. We'll see. That would be close because talent-wise, it's equal across the board. And their defense is built to stop our offense. I will say that, but I think our defense is just way too good for their offense. But no, I still think Ohio State's one of the best teams in the nation. I do. I make no bones about saying that. I don't.
As you should.
Our one loss is a 6-point loss to the number 1 team in the nation on the road.
On the road.
In a game that was winnable. It was winnable.
Yeah, it was a great football game.
So but at the same time, Bryce, I can't make a case for Ohio State to be over 83 of those teams.
Yeah, that's how it goes, and that's the result of this ridiculous 14 playoff. And thank good Lord on high. Next year we're switching.
And I do think it's crazy because, like I told you, Oregon should have never been ahead of us. But Bama jumping 4 spots, whatever.
That one's wild. I know.
Bring on Missouri. I don't
care. What was I going to say? Another just random thought that just came to my mind that I've been talking to my old man about it. But the sad thing is that this last weekend was the last of many things in many ways. One of them being the Pac-12 is now gone for whatever the Pac-12 once was or is. That's sad. But I also think the conference championship has completely lost any of its value. I think let's walk through scenario. Let's say next year, it's Ohio State versus, I don't know, Wisconsin. Just pick out random teams. Ohio State, let's say you got Ohio State or Michigan. For the sake of this analogy, not piss off anyone.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Ohio State, it's either Ohio State or Michigan playing Wisconsin. Ohio State or Michigan are, let's say they're undefeated, and you already have your first round bye. Why in the world would you risk injury to play a 3-loss Wisconsin team in the conference championship? My point is, I think the conference championship games are going to lose a ton of value when you have top-rated teams playing in them.
I don't agree with you at all. I
Really?
don't agree with you at all. Nope. First off, Wisconsin won't be there. Secondly, it'll be Ohio
Random
State.
team.
It'll be Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, USC, maybe Washington. No. So, and those are all going to be three teams that will be. They'll all be trying to get into the playoff. Also, those playoff games matter because of seeding. You don't look good in your championship game, you might drop down. So, I think that it still has some luster to it. I do.
You think there's still some value?
Yeah.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Another day, me and you're going to talk. I had a talk with Lawson the other day. Me and him are both for moving that Ohio State Michigan game.
To earlier?
Both for it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And there's only 1 week. I think there's 2 weeks that you can use. The first or the fourth. That's it.
We're talking about week one?
Because
week 1 or week 4?
This isn't our doc. I'll be quick about this. That game is placed where it is because both teams should be at their best at that moment in time.
Okay, week 4 or week 1?
Week 12 or week 13 at the end of the year. You should be at your best by the end of the year.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Now, mid-season, after a few non-conference games, maybe, but how that first week is the most equal you're gonna have those two teams.
Well, not necessarily. If you have if you have one team that's super veteran led, that's different. Like you guys had to work out this year, the offensive line, some few things. Kyle had to get going a little bit. Yeah,
but I'll take that risk. I wouldn't want that game week 7 or week 6. That when you don't know where the teams are at that moment in time. That's why I said week 4 also. But that's all. That was just a quick thought.
Oh, I think it's a great point though.
Yeah.
Whatever that week is, I think it's if you play at week 12 and then both teams are going to be in the championship the next week, that's stupid. You might as well just play all your freshmen and your backups.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. No, I know, dude, and that was the big deal about the game 2 weeks ago is that how much that had on it.
Yeah.
A, it was the last time it's going to be formatted like that. B, if Michigan lost, then you guys get to say, all right, the last 3 years are just because the 2 years prior were just because of cheating. No, you can't say that.
No. That's still.
You're going to still say it?
All right. Yeah, still in the air.
Fair.
So just what are your quick first thoughts of playing Bama?
Dude, I hate that we have that Saban gets 30 days to pick us apart.
Hey, what's more tragic, having to play Nick Saban with 30 days to prepare, or giving Jim Harbaugh 30 days to prepare?
I don't like that jab. I'm going to ignore that second option. The first option I don't love though. I don't love it's Alabama and it's Nick Saban. So you giving him a month to prepare, and you have a ton of talent, and Milroe's playing his best football. I think in the same vein, you can also argue that it's 30 days, a lot to overthink, a lot to overcoach. But Saban's been here before. I think the jarring stat, I saw this, I think this is correct. I saw this during the game against Georgia. At that time, he was 4-0. Now he's 5-0 against number 1 ranked teams. What's Michigan's ranking?
Yeah.
So don't love that. Garrison, I have another theory too. Michigan's last 2 playoff opponents there's not a lot of legs to this theory, but I'm going to say it. The last 2 opponents, they played on grass. They played Georgia, who their stadium's grass, I think. And then you play TCU, whose stadium's also grass. I think Alabama's stadium is grass. Pasadena, grass. What does Michigan play on? Turf. There may be no legs to that theory, and it might be complete nonsense, but I'm thinking about it.
I got 3 words for you. Barnhart, Dallas Turner.
Yeah. Well, Barnhart's moved to guard now, so
yeah.
Thank goodness.
There you go. There you go.
That was the other thing too, is that game you're dealing with those guys adjusting. I think right guard is Barnhart's more natural position, which is good. So now it's going to be how does Trente Jones and him mesh on that right side. But you're right. Trente Jones versus Dallas Turner. I think the wide receivers, I think JJ's going to have to be perfect because those defensive backs are obviously special. All Alabama defensive backs are special. Like Caleb Downs kid's legit.
Caleb Downs is just
Kool-Aid McKendry. Like those guys can ball. But again, like I'm going to give you guys a huge compliment here, Garrison. You guys have a lot of the same talent. And you could say, all right, Michigan, Ohio State, there's a rivalry. You get these other factors in play. But, Michigan saw that type of talent and speed. And so it's, can you match that? Can you prepare for that based off what you saw against Ohio State? I think so.
There's only one difference. The linebacker position. That's the only that our linebackers are not theirs. Mm-hmm. Not anywhere near that.
Yeah.
The starters at least.
Yeah, I don't really know much about their linebackers. I got a lot of research to do, but those are my thoughts. Obviously love to see Florida State. That didn't happen. So here we are. And I think you guys got an opponent who's going to look at this like their national championship, their Super Bowl.
That's a Super Bowl. Yeah.
And all while you've got a mass exodus walking out the door. You got Marvin Harrison, who he's not going to play. Mecca Buckle, he's not going to play. You think they're going to play?
I don't know yet.
Oh.
Is there a chance they won't? Yeah. But I'm not going to put that in the universe. I'm going to wait and see what happens. And if they don't, okay. Listen, Bryce, in 2022, in the Rose Bowl, we went into that game without Garrett Wilson and without Chris Olave.
It's true. You guys reload.
We pumped those wide receivers out, baby. Enter Carnell Tate and Brandon Ennis.
Yep. So,
okay.
No. Floor's yours. It's your team.
Were you gonna ask me about Missouri or our transfers? What do you want to ask me about?
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the transfers, but say what you guys say about Missouri because I think we were going a good direction there.
I think it's gonna be a close game. They have a very talented offense.
They do.
Very talented offense. I'm gonna have to watch some more of them over the coming weeks here. Their quarterback Cook, I know, is a monster, but
good tailback.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are 7 point. Wait, it said open at 7.5. Now it's at 2.5. Does the line move that much because of the transfers?
I think it moved because of Kyle.
Whoa. All right.
And Bryce, I don't have as much about Missouri right now. I just said Kyle's name, so let's start there.
Yeah, go for it. The mass exodus.
A lot of room. Let's be okay. So you don't know much about the Ohio State roster, so let's be very clear here. A lot of the guys that transferred, Bryce, do not play, and most Ohio State fans that we had 3 DBs leave. Bryce, we still have 9 on our roster. All are better than those guys, and then we bring in 2 top 10 corners. Mind you, there's 2 top 10 corners on our team from last year's class, and we're bringing in 3 other safeties. Those guys weren't going to play, and that's the truth of the matter. Mind you, Lorenzo Styles Jr. is going to be there next year. Sonny Styles is going to be there next year. Jermaine Matthews. I'm not sure what Jordan Hancock is doing yet. We're going to find out about that soon. Davis and Igbinosin. Bryce, where do you play? Where? So that's that. Listen, man, Kyle McCord, there's a lot of rumors going around on why he transferred. One being that his dad and him had a talk with not Irvin, but Day, and asked him if he's going to be the quarterback next year. That's one rumor. Another one, man. I think Day, in a way, let him know. And in the press conference Day had earlier this week. I'm sorry, yesterday. He said, he wouldn't. He basically said that quarterback position spot, it's open. It's open. And when he was asked about Kyle being the starter for the bowl game and to next season, he didn't even answer the question, Bryce. He went out talking about positions are open. I'm okay with that. I would caution a lot of Ohio State fans, and I tweeted about this earlier today. Go look at Joe Burrow's first year in LSU. Go look at it. Wasn't impressive, not one bit. But
okay.
So that's that. But man, I mean, and I don't think he leaves Bryce unless Ryan Day already knows who's going to be the quarterback. I think that they're going to let the young guys try to duke it out, but they're looking at the portal. They're looking.
Any names?
I think they want Cam Ward. I don't think we're gonna get Moore. I don't think we're gonna get him.
I saw something that he has 4 teams now, according to Alan True, and you guys aren't part of that.
No, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. But Julian Fleming, shout out to him, man. That guy he stayed the course. Injured those first few years, man. Horrible injuries. Stayed at Ohio State, graduated. Like a bunch of people are like making jokes about. I'm like, dude, he's graduated from Ohio State. He's spent his time here, man. He spent his time here.
What happened with him? Wasn't he the highest rated receiver that you guys have on the roster?
Bryce, he spent the first 2.5 years injured, not playing.
Couldn't get going.
Not playing at all. Yeah, and that happens, man. It's not about his play. It was about development. The dude was injured, but hey man, I have nothing but good things to say about him. I know I was kind of hard on him earlier this season, but I have nothing but good things to say about the guy. So
about Julian.
Yeah, about Julian.
Yeah.
Trying to think the others. There's nobody worth mentioning who transferred, Bryce. There's 11 transfers, and none of them are worth mentioning.
Oh, Cam Martinez. Lost your kicker, Parker Lewis.
Okay.
So 2 questions about McCord's departure. 1, does that mean Marv's gone?
I don't believe so. Listen, I think if Marv was ever going to stay his senior year, I don't think it has anything to do with Kyle.
No?
I don't think Bryce, did you ever see what Marvin Harrison Sr. posted on Instagram?
No.
Oh, he posted a picture of Lincoln Keenholz. I'm not kidding you.
Oh, yikes.
So, no, man, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I don't think it has anything to do with it. And mind you, they became friends in college.
I thought they played high school together. Wait, what?
They did. Just because you play high school, just because you play football. Bryce, I played football with a lot of guys I don't like.
Well, sure, but you would think a quarterback wide receiver connection creates a bond and a friendship that then leads you to go to the same college.
Yeah, they also don't beat Michigan.
Wow. So Michigan did break y'all.
No, because we're still. If you think 11-1 is breaking us, good God.
It shows when you're the level-headed Buckeye, it just shows what direction the fan base has gone in. What's your message right now? Give us 15 seconds. Message from Garrison, the leader of the tribe. What's your message for Buckeyes right now?
You said how long? You said
15 seconds.
Pipe the F down.
That'll be the title of the episode.
There it is. Like it's. No, I need 30. I need 45 seconds.
Okay. Well, floor's yours if you need. You need to get it out.
We are the Ohio State University Buckeyes. We bleed scarlet and gray. Since 2000, you have seen your program go to 5 national championships and win 2 of them, while other programs haven't had an outright title since 1948. We don't have to name them. You guys.
You just named them.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't help myself. I tried to be the bigger man, but I couldn't. Ryan Day is the man for the job. Everything is fine. Listen, and I try to point this out to even Michigan fans. This is not a regression of Ohio State. And to say that this is a regression of Ohio State is to take away from the progression of your own program. That's what you're doing.
Put that on a shirt.
Yeah, hey, man, Bryce, I got some quotables, man. I'll turn into a Baptist preacher on here. So just calm down. Like, this is nothing to be upset about. But this is everything in life regresses to the mean. This is the mean.
Yeah.
And our mean is 11-1.
You heard it here, Buckeyes. Calm the F down. No, pipe the F down.
Yeah, pipe the F down.
So then the second question is, this is debate settled between JJ and Kyle?
I mean, Bryce, after the game, I said that before the game, I said JJ was better.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
There you have it, folks.
But that is what it is, man. It is what it is.
So,
and that's fine. You guys out your first quarterback since Chad Henne. Good job.
Oh, that's so disrespectful to the guys in between. We've had some solid backs, QBs in between.
Who Devin Gardner? Denard.
Denard.
He's a. That's not a quarterback.
Denard's a quarterback. Denard's a stud. Denard's just like a faster JT Barrett. Yeah, you can't say anything there because you hate JT Barrett.
Don't you ever put him in the same sentence as the guy who broke all Drew Brees' records.
Oh, so now JT's good. Okay. All right.
JT is dog. One of these episodes, after the season, I get my 10 minutes.
I know. You do. You do. So there you go. There you have it. Any more Buckeyes that are rumored to depart?
Shout out to Mayan Williams. He declared for the NFL draft.
Shout out.
He exemplifies an Ohio State Buckeye. He exemplifies Ohio kid, came in, busted his arse, made an impact on the program, on this team. Love watching him play. Our other running back,
Evan Pryor.
I'm surprised he stayed this long, man. But same thing, he suffered through the same thing as Julian Fleming, man, with injuries. But I'm happy he's back healthy, man. He's healthy now. I'm happy for him, and I really want him to go out and succeed.
Is Trey gone? Is he in the NFL?
That boy gone.
Okay.
That boy. No, he hasn't declared. No one has declared for the NFL draft except for Mayan Williams.
Yeah, and he's hurt, so he's not even going to play in the bowl game, anyways.
Yeah,
man. The portal season is upon us. I love it. I love that Michigan fans are getting their blows into Ohio State. I do think like every team, Michigan will get transfers after the playoff, and so there will be some that'll go. One being, I think, will be Darius Clemens, which I'm not happy about. I think he's the potential to be Nico Collins.
Darius, if you want to make some money, you know where to come.
Yeah, y'all pay mightily.
No, we'll make you NFL money. They can't do that for you. Roman's going in the 7th round.
I know that pick's not looking. Well, I got 2 more games to prove it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question real quick? I'm sorry.
Please.
Do you think Roman Wilson's better than Emeka Egbuka? Honestly, do you believe that in your heart of hearts he's better than Emeka Egbuka, or would you draft him over him?
Well, there's different questions. I think Emeka's a bigger wide receiver, so I think he's more draftable.
Okay, that's all I want to hear out of you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I think Roman was underutilized, and I don't know why. I think there must have been something that I'm just not missing or wasn't privy to in practice. Like, I thought that guy could return punts. I thought we could be using him more in the screen game. One of the fastest players on the team. So I don't know what the deal is there.
If you don't mind, can we go for extra 5-10 minutes? Because there's something that we really want to.
No.
Oh my God. Shout out. Samaj Morgan's hilarious.
Oh, there you go. I thought you were going to be something mean. Yeah, shout out to Samaj. Jim giving him the mic was the wildest thing ever.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
All right. Well, 1 episode a week now till we get closer to the bowl season, into the games. We'll be back, y'all.
All right. See you, bud.
Yeah.